What is happening, YouTube? Blair McKeithen here, representing Formula Golf, back here at my home course in Steel Canyon. In my last video, I was in France, and the Alps Tour has been postponed until May 29th, so that gave me no reason to stick around Europe, which is a good thing because I got out just in time before everything was really completely shut down. So I am back here in San Diego. Thankfully, my home course is open for now. It could be any day that it shuts down, so I want to give you guys a little bit of a coronavirus course vlog. Hole one here on the Vineyard course. It's about 410 yards downhill, dogleg left. There is water on the right, OB left. I'm going to hit a nice little low draw 3-wood, and let's hopefully make some birdies. The cups are out, like they're like 2 or 3 inches up higher, so it's actually a lot easier to make putts. So let's see what I can do. Perfect. Right down the middle. So I got 125 yards down this hill. Really light breeze today. The ball's below my feet, so I'm going to try to feel like I'm hitting a little bit of a draw here. It's just going to come off straight. Try to flight this a little bit. Good. Oh, that's a good one. Looks like it's about 4 or 5 feet. So as I was saying about those cups, here we are. It is a lot of fun to putt with the cups this way. It's anything inside of about 6 feet is almost unmissable. So how this works, as I'm sure many of you know, if your home courses are still open, is if you hit the cup fashion and doesn't go by 3 feet, it's in. So from here, got about myself 6 feet. Hopefully I didn't just put my foot in my mouth and miss this thing in front of you guys, but I like my chances from here. So I've been working on aim point courtesy of my good pal Marcus Moore, who I'm sure is watching this video. Special thanks, Marcus. Cheers from England. Check out his YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'm really promoting him because I really like what he's got to say. But yeah, he taught me some aim point after the first round of the second term in Egypt, when I couldn't read the greens for the life of me, and so I feel like if I can read greens better, I'll be able to make a lot more putts. Excelente, right in the middle. It's a good start. So hole 2 here is a 330-yard par 4. Pretty narrow, and this green is really severe. If the pin's in the front, I like to go for it, but today is a little bit colder, a little more into the wind, and the pin's back left on this really small shelf, so it takes a pretty precise iron shot to give you a really good yardage in on this hole. It's really important. So I got a 4-iron here. I'd like to hit this thing about 215 yards or so. Should leave me a full sand wedge or gap wedge in. Been working really hard on this really like kind of low bullety draw, so it's like a shorter backswing, shorter follow through. So I'm gonna do it again here, kind of Tiger Woods stinger. Me a good angle and hopefully a perfect yardage in. So I hit this thing pretty far. I must have got a lot of rollout, which I guess is the design of that shot. I left myself closer than I thought I was going to have, but still not bad since the end of the wind. I'm 102 yards. My full sand wedge will go about like one, depending on where I put it in the ball position and how hard I want to hit it and whether I turn it over, but a stock full sand wedge usually goes about 110. So I'm going to be playing it pretty close to that exact yardage. It's a very, very tough pin. So this green is pretty severe. I'll show you when I get up there. I have to land this directly at the yardage to have any chance. If I go long, I'm done for. If it's a little bit short, it'll spin all the way down into the low part of the green. Really focus in on the flight for the trajectory to keep it from floating in this wind. Try to get as close as I can. This hit really well. Be the number. All right. Anything on that back level is really good, so I'm happy with that one. I don't know if the camera does this much justice here, but that's the penalty if you go long or left. It goes down pretty severe, then back up to this little shelf. There's my ball about 12 feet, and then there's a big ridge right here that if you get it spinning, it goes all the way down, and it's a tough two putt. It's a really good designed small hole, you know. Can't really take too much of advantage of this hole. So I'll leave this running. So that trajectory, even though I hit it into the wind, really helped it not spin, not rip back. So you always want to try to flight those kind of shots into the wind. If you get it sailing too high, it comes down too vertical and then spins back too much, and then you can't really control it. So if you can, you put it in the back of your stance a little bit, focus a little bit more on a lower follow through, and just kind of commit to a flight that you have envisioned. It'll really help your wedge shots. So I got this, judging by my feet, going as a 2. I'll have a video explaining the aim point situation in the future. Oh, that counts. All right, 2 in a row, let's go. Now this is a beast of a par 3. What I personally think is the hardest par 3 I've ever played. There's OB to the right and hazard left. The pin's in the front, thankfully, so it's only 223 yards, but if it's in the back, it stretches out to 245, and it's always into the wind. So I got a 3-iron here. Really gonna have to commit to this swing to hit a quality shot here. Oh boy. Well, it's to the right. It's gonna be a tough up and down. Okay, so I am very, very short-sighted here. There's all kinds of options on how to play this shot. This is kind of the lie out of this Bermuda where you can get some spin on it. So I think I can either land this just barely on or just short and it'll land soft. My first pitch of the day, so who knows how this is going to go. Didn't have any spin on that, kind of just popped up. It's gonna be a tough par putt. Got about 13 feet or so. A really big breaker here, downhill. With these cups, this is doable. Get it on the right line with the right speed. 420-yard par 4. You got it's a double fairway. The hazard runs through the middle part of it. There's a right bit of fairway there that is you just never want to aim towards. So the wind's coming a little bit in and off the left, so I'm just going to kind of send it into the wind with like a draw, and it'll just have kind of like a power draw back in play. Just work the ball away from the trouble. Yeah, just like that. Down the left side. Whoa, long. Kind of bounced and rolled and then went on the cart path to the left. It'll be in the rough, but there's not much rough out here. That's gonna be just fine. Here's where my drive ended up. I have 67 yards. I definitely hit it really far, but I think it landed on grass, and I think it rolled a little bit along this cart path here and just kind of dribbled. So I think I might have gotten an extra 15 yards out of that, which I am not mad about. So the pin looks like it's in the middle. Got a good lie here. As you can see, this isn't really rough. Definitely licking my chops for birdie. Hit really well. Yeah, I should be pretty good there. Maybe a little bit long, might be like 10 feet. So I thought it was 10 feet, but it's more like 13. I landed right here, and then I had like almost no spin, it seems, out of there. I mean, if it checked up, it would have been a nice shot. But it's still a birdie opportunity. See if I can get the read right this time. That is not coronavirus, that is allergies, just so you know. Alright, I got this thing going at a 1, so it's just going a little bit to the left. That right off the bat. Gosh, that hurts. You hate to miss these giant cups, but first par of the day. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That is part 1, the first 4 holes. Part 2 will be the next 5 holes, which will be out in 2 days' time. So be sure to stick around and see if I can make some more birdies. I hope this does at least something for you guys, for the ones who aren't able to get out and golf right now. I'm sure that's a big time bummer. I fully expect that I won't be golfing soon, so I am enjoying every single moment I can outside. Everybody stay healthy, wash those hands, and keep on grinding.